Good morning, everyone. Agent Bravo 7 is here, and welcome to Tullahoma in Tennessee. Okay, I hope I'm not confusing anything, but it should be. Yes, it's Tullahoma near Nashville. This is the place where we left our Skyline the last time we were flying for FS Economy and, well, flying for ourselves in FS Economy. And as you can see, we are back with our Skyline. Now, let's activate the Project Fly. Today is gonna be an empty flight, basically a fairing flight from here to back to Nashville. It's almost 40 miles out, so we'll have some time to see what we wanted to see, but this will definitely not take enough time to get annoying. Also empty because there are no valuable assignments from Tullahoma to Nashville, so we are basically gonna be doing a simple fairing flight. So now let's go to the point of the today's stream. Now I'm gonna actually show you what is this about, and this is about this nice package. You might know name FlyAgi by his vegetation library and Mr. X like or Terraflora like add-on, adding the improved vegetation, including of course trees, to the whole world in Explain 11, Vegetation Global Trees, Innsbruck Seasonal Textures. So yeah, he's quite a name for in the Explain community nowadays. And now he's going into the, well, partially aircraft development. He created this thing, FlyAgi Aircraft Tools for Coronado CT182T, and I think it's pretty much it's safe to call it basically Reality Expansion Pack Lite. So what does it have? Connect the aircraft oxygen system to native Explain oxygen system, aircraft state persistence, a static element handler to automatically show and hide wheel chokes and P2 tube covers, as setup parameters to engine cold and dark startup, removes Coronado on-screen buttons, optional graphic user interface, automatic barrel for those who are too lazy to set the altimeter, auto mixture for those who don't want to learn about anything about engines, and engine management, engine wear, damage, spark plug falling, engine start failures, custom fuel flow. Custom fuel flow is actually new with the version 1.0.4, so this is a new addition. We will see it in a moment. And let's show you the route real quick. As you can see, today is a beautiful VFR day in Tennessee. This is where we're starting. This is where we will terminate. 2500 is the perfect cruising altitude for this. Now let's see if we're gonna have some kind of ATC. Yes, I just installed a package on the aircraft and already flying towards him. Like to live dangerously. Okay, let's see. It's Memphis, and that's Nashville. Not really. Alright, let's actually get to flying. First connect to VATSIM. November 10, Victor Echo. Okay, so as you can see, we're already in our Skyline. These Coronado static elements you might be familiar with already. Nothing unusual here. Not much of the cockpit improvements, except, and you might see already, this nice little menu. Oh, by the way, I don't think we're gonna need this, so hop. How did I do this? You hover over it and you scroll down. And here you go. No view obstruction anymore, and better screenshots. So yeah, this is the menu. Weight and balance is basically a shortcut to explain standard thing. Not much to see here. Window reflections, those are shortcuts to Coronado thing. Static elements is the first thing to check out. As you can see, auto on. What does it mean? That means that when I turn on the master battery switch, they immediately disappear. And when you turn it off, they reappear. I'm not a big fan of this particular feature. I prefer to set them by myself. Aircraft persistence is basically keeping the inter-flight data, the oxygen level, the engine shape, the static elements. Okay, so I prefer to keep that on auto off. So let's remove them, get ready to fly. As you can see, we have additional doors and windows controls. Window open, window closed. Automatic bar settings. And also the oxygen system. This one, unlike the Lua script I've shown you before, this one is connected to the default aircraft numbers. The oxygen bottle is full right now, as you can see. Now, this is a little glitchy, honestly. You can easily enable it and disable it, but as you can see, not every time clicking on it, you need to find a specific spot where to click. But it's nice that it's now working and actually prevents you from blackout. So yeah, this is the oxygen system now working. We don't need the fly with Lua script for the oxygen anymore. Now let's close the doors and get ready to fly. Okay, as you can see, the oxygen is already somewhat just a little bit used. We can already refill it. Why not to try it? This is the number of masks, which is basically sets the time in which oxygen is gonna be depleted. Not sure why one passenger says, because one is actually a pilot. Okay, so what means the custom fuel flow in custom engine management? Now you can actually flood the engine. Now you can actually have the spark plugs fouling, so the magnetic check is gonna have some actual effect. And now let's see. Kind of ATC we have. Indianapolis Center, not really relevant for us. I'm gonna open the sectionals real quick and let's start her up. Battery switch on. The avionics system has been enabled. And we just got disconnected for VATSIM for whatever reason. Okay, let's prime her 4th of the inch. I'm sorry guys. 4th of the inch full mixture, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Completely forgot about this detail. So yeah, as you can see, now our default fuel setting is off. So we need to switch to both tanks. Open the mixture. Oh my goodness. Open the mixture and 1, 2, 3. Cut it. Turn this off. Actually, let's try to flood it. Just for the sake of it. And let's try to start it. As you can see, that's a nope. And oh, come on. Ah, right. Yeah, so basically we cleaned up the engine and now we can oh my god. Yeah, I guess I'm just been down here. Yeah, we cleaned it up. I guess let's prime it again. 1, 2, 3. Cut. And no. What do you mean it's not enough? 1, 2, 3. And primed, cut it. Turn off. Yeah, okay, that's a little too specific, should I say? Oh, and I of course forgot to set the prop to max, to full. Why is it so quiet now? So loud now? Yeah, I guess the aggressive priming now is basically necessary. Yeah, spark plugs, as you can see, they cleaned up there too. Engine shape 100%. Well, that's... I'm not sure how realistic is that, but at least it's more interesting than it was before. Let's connect the standby battery. Ryan, good morning to you too. Welcome aboard. So altimeter settings 3028. Let's try this once because I'm not a fan of making this every time. 3000. Let's take a look. 3000. Yep, that looks correct. Okay, back to the thing. Auto barrel is off. Auto mixture is off. Let's turn it on. And as you can see, it already pushes it to the max. And let's get back. Aqua, welcome aboard. Good morning to you. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. It's actually pretty interesting. Okay, of course I forgot to turn on the beacon. So this is basically the first part done. Let's proceed to the FS economy thing. Avionics is turned off. Cut the fuel. This gas to off. This turned off. Alright. Non-handling, X economy, open X economy. And of course it doesn't work. See. Okay, logged in. No, we don't need this. Okay, since the plane is already basically rented and ready for the flight, let's start the flight. Aqua, they recently changed something in the security settings, so that honestly makes sense. That's really for the good. Okay, so we are logged in. Let's do that again, and now by the book. Lights on. Arm this. Shouldn't be necessary to prime the worm engine. So let's go ahead and do it. Clear. Seriously? Okay, so it looks like we should prime the prime the worm engine now, which is weird, but okay. 1, 2, 3, and already flooded. Okay, let's proceed with the flight start. Yeah, that was... It was interesting. Yeah, I think it's in the current state. I think it's a little too sensitive. Okay. Flight plan. Our flight plan today is relatively simple. We're going just direct to Nashville. Open the heats. This outside is a little cold. Transponder goes to altitude mode and code VFR. Let's verify the first economy has our flight. Yep. So yeah, while we are warming up, I'm gonna send you the link in the chat real quick for those who haven't seen it. Taxi lights are on. 1 to 2.8 and navigation radius. Let's go to Nashville. Nashville is 114.1. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is Tullahoma. Nashville is winds from 2-1, so landing on 20s, which makes sense. Alright. Tullahoma traffic, Skylane, taxiing to runway whichever is available for north departure, Tullahoma. Okay, so the wind says, say 240, my goodness, gusts 213. Tullahoma traffic, Skylane, taxiing to runway 24 for north departure, Tullahoma. And let's roll. What? We are absolutely lean now. How can they be falling? Okay, autobar is off, engine management is on. And here we are at the 2-4. Let's do the run up. There's a net full. Open the cowl flaps. Okay, 1800. Drop is fine. Let's see if they fix the RPMs. The governor. Nope. Still drops immediately. but rises kinda slowly. Hold on. Okay, I don't know, that's somewhat better. Yeah, it looks somewhat more reasonable. Like, not perfect, but definitely better. And falling at 11k. That doesn't look realistic at all. Okay, we are alone in the cockpit, so flaps would be kept at 0. Oh my god. Oh my god, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, that looked like a gust. Tullahoma traffic, Skylane taking off runway 24, right crosswind departure, Tullahoma. Yeah, right, lights. Raining, strobes, fuel pump on. And 27 inches. Airspeed's alive. 70 knots. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. 50 knots would be flaps up. Fuel pump off. And let's set the go 25 inches. Normal climb. Okay, won't lie, the fact how sensitive the features are actually reminds me of something. It actually reminds me of what they were saying about Airfoil Labs 172. It was requiring just as precise settings for the fuel, for everything. And it's a well-known payware, so yeah. Guess no one is immune, at least in the beginning. Okay, let's go 24 inches. Our normal cruise. 2200. 200, yes, here we go. And of course I forgot to trim. Let's go ahead and fix it real quick. Autopilot is on. Hold the altitude. Add a little pitch. And let's play with the leaning. We were in the altitude mode. I'm gonna reduce the sound a little bit. It's not too loud. Okay, so mixture. ITT is rising. Well, the GT actually, but for some reason they call it ITT. And let's go ahead and set. And after mixture and the low power isn't shown anymore, so this is basically it. Now let's open the oxygen system and check something real quick. Okay, you can't refill oxygen in the air, which is accurate and more or less fine. Well, this is exactly how it should be, so that's fine. Okay, how far to Nashville? 40 miles out, and we're going with ground speed of 142 knots. Should be short and nice, 15-minute flight. The vegetation for the winter theme of some seasons is definitely based on FlyAgi, and it looks actually pretty good. I don't like their generic summer vegetation, but the winter ones, the winter one looks pretty good. Right, what do we have here? It's bomber Shelbyville. Yeah, here it is. Let's take a look at the weather in Nashville. 26906. Temperature 10 degrees. Winds 214 at 9. Okay, landing on the 20s. $299.96. Let's see if that actually is going to do anything. close the cowl flaps. Finbar, hi, welcome aboard. We are going from Tullahoma to Nashville, both in Tennessee, and we're testing out FlyAgi Aircraft Tools for Cessna 182 Skyline by Car and FlyAgi. Ernst Gold, stand by. Ernesto Gonzalez Neira, thanks for the follow, welcome to the agency. So yeah, that's this nifty thing. Where is it saying set bar? I guess we're near the other station yet, so this is why I don't like these. Because I don't think it always says what ATC wants you to have there. And it's not always very convenient. Oxygen is in the process of using. What if we actually turn on for the 4 passengers? The indicator actually should be showing what it does show. When we're climbing today to well above 14,000, so we'll check out if it actually prevents the blackout the next time. This time we will basically check the usages registered, and I'm pretty sure it is. Turn off the lights now. And debating getting the 210 plus rep, I get a mission. What do you think? Well, this is of course a personal opinion, but I absolutely love 210 with rep. This is what I was considering a temporary replacement for the lack of A2A Skyline, but it's kind of its own thing, and I absolutely love how it works, and I would say this is the best option for the single engine high winger for X-plane existing. It's one of the best engine models on the market. It's sturdy enough to feel real. It doesn't feel like it's made of glass, and I absolutely love this package. I honestly can't think of any specific problems you would meet with it. Before there were problems, there were some inaccuracies in fuel usage, in the by the way, some turbulence in the persistent systems, but right now like 99% of those things are fixed, and 1% is here because I don't because well, just for some random things that I might have not encountered yet. So if you like this plane at all, or if you have any kind of if you don't hate every single engine high winger in the world, definitely get to 10 plus rep. On the other hand, you might want to wait for the sales, because it's on discount on almost every sale, and if it's not rush for you, then you might get quite a deal on a sale. Otherwise, definitely get it. And why am I not flying it much recently? Because, well, FSE economy, and because I'm waiting for True Earth Florida to be released. since my 210 is in Florida, and I want basically to have the first experience with Florida with this very 210. Okay, coming up on Nashville. Nashville Class Bravo is on the screen already. "20 miles out, we would be conducting approach at this point, but Ryan, I wouldn't call it completely seamlessly because because 750 is it is breaking the default GPS. For some reason, it doesn't register the movement, the coordinates change, and whatnot on the default for 30, which stays in the panel. So, if you want to use it as a backup, you would have to turn off the 750 in case something, well, breaks in it. But otherwise, it's if you ignore the 430, this is a very seamless integration, and again one of the best. I honestly would like it to integrate both 750 and 650, but this is what we have for now, and it works absolutely great with it. I would say better than with the Bell 429. Okay, so yeah, the needle is still generally where it was. I think it moved a little. Yeah, well, now basically wasting the oxygen, venting it through 4 masks, so everyone gets a little high and accelerated in the plane. My goodness, that turbulence. Okay, I'm gonna just change something. Hello Nashville, home sweet home. Right, let's make a call. Yeah, it doesn't look like we are monitoring the guard, so let's do that. Here we go. Nashville traffic, Skylane, 10 miles south, 2500, inbound for full stop at 20 center at Nashville. remember if there's any actually kind of remarks on Nashville. I don't believe so. Okay, no right traffic runways, so it's fine. Okay, this looks like the city of Smyrna, next to Nashville, one of the Nashville suburbs. And where's Nashville itself? Here's Nashville International. Nashville International. Map. Airway slow. And next right not required. Airways, as a matter of fact, either. Let's go back. Reset the heading back, and let's cue the approach. Our inbound course is going to be 20 center. Interesting, there's no our nav approaches for 20 center. But that's funny. What's the final course? 201. 201. Oh. Okay. Mixture gas to full. Prop gas to full. And lights on. Fuel pump on. Yeah, we have a same reload now. Nashville traffic skyline on left downwind for 20 center, Nashville. Seriously? How are they falling? In the air right now? Seriously? Okay, first in. Here's the runway. Above the arrival end. Nashville traffic skyline left base runway 20 center, Nashville. Runway 201, oh my god. That'd be what? Okay. Yeah, that certainly doesn't look right. 2,400 RPMs and they're still falling. Okay, flaps 20. Nashville traffic, Skyline, final runway 20 center, Nashville. Yeah, that's a little weird to say the least. Okay, are we going for 30 or are we going... Are we keeping it at 90? Yeah, let's keep it. Oh my. Yeah, right. The second landing was better. Two landings, two landings for the currency. Yeah, that night. We cheated it. We cheated it. Oh, come on. Okay, fuel pump is off. Landing lights off, strobes off. Is it really that bad? 70% looks... fine by me. Nashville traffic, Skyline, clear of 20 center, Nashville. Okay, let's open this. And let's roll. Let's roll to our usual parking. That's here too. And here we are. Welcome back to Nashville. Landing, taxi lights off. Avionics is off. Ramps up. Got the fuel and turn off the Emacs. Okay, so let's finish the flight at the FSE Academy. Confirm that it's registered correct. Yep, Nashville. And now we can set the... oh my god. Dog, have a good one and keep the blue side up. Ryan, thank you for joining us, and I will see you again soon. We are going to continue our winter tour today at at the evening Central Time. So join us if you can. Anyway, let's put on the. Okay, 400 liters. Close the oxygen valve and see if we get any changes here. Yeah, looks like the needle moved a little. Yep. Everything is correct. Now let's put on the static elements. They are on. Close the door. And that's it. So, okay guys. The landings were 181 and 126 respectively. That's fine. Just a little too much energy, but we fixed it easily. Anyway, so a little resume on this add-on. I think it brings into this Car and FlyAgi aircraft what it was missing, which is persistence, which is a little moments with the engine management and other things that basically distinct a conscious a GA pilot from from unconscious, from careless. I think it's a good thing. What I don't really like is that it actually has the same problem that some of the add-ons of this kind have. A2A had this for quite a long time. Reps had this for quite a time too. And I believe Airfalls Labs Cessna 172 has it still. It's a little too sensitive, and the plane is a little too vulnerable to be flown while in more realistic situations. Like spark plugs, also some things are just plainly weird, like spark plugs severely foiling at 2000 at 2400 RPMs. That's like, guys, give me a break. The engine is spinning like crazy, and it should clean them up even with a very rich mixture. But the creator is the add-on is basically work in progress. It's constantly updated, and honestly, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fixed. Otherwise, can highly recommend it. Again, this is the link to it. That's the link. Definitely check this out and judge by yourself. Until then, I will see you today evening or tomorrow morning for those of you in Europe, and let's see hi to someone on Twitch. Until then, thank you for joining me, and have a good day. Lars Ras, hi and goodbye. Definitely check out the VOD. And Dave is still flying. Let's say hi to him.
Weather is obtained. I've made my landing elections. Barrel reference preset. We're not going to do that yet. I don't do barrel settings until after I've started